Knock that guy. Oh, close right, close right. You gotta get in the zone.
Mine looks like, dude.
What would make you want to continue watching this? Similarly, why would you ever consider watching this? In this video, I will convince you why Battle Royale games are not another gaming fad, like MOBAs or team deathmatches, but are in fact the final design of what a game needs to be, to fully captivate our human minds. Ever-growing external threat combined with helplessness, equality, survival, instinct, scavenging, exploration. Combine this with 99 enemies, and the grip on our human psyche is much more substantial than any other game style that has ever been released. Maslow's hierarchy of needs represents our basic needs as humans broken down into 5 sections in a pyramid, claiming the lower needs in the pyramid are required first before we are able to achieve the next need. Video games have previously revolved around the first 2 blocks of this pyramid, sometimes 3.
So I can say it back to you in a real Texan way.
I am Fred. Yo. My name is Christ. I am suck my big
Without the ability to move higher up the pyramid. This is due to many things. Some would argue that our flesh has a natural desire to war, and while general FPS games satisfy this desire mentally to some degree, the stakes of which the satisfaction comes is much lower, making the reward for winning lower. The current Battle Royale genre of an allotted number of players put onto a map with an ever-shrinking circle combined with other game mechanics that represent survival, exploration, scavenging, give an overall greater sense of accomplishment and happiness from playing the game. This is because it caters to more than the safety and security, but moves deeper into the psyche of humans. I would simplify the comparison by saying if all other video games are like doing a puzzle alone, Battle Royale is like dodgeball with your friends. Battle Royale games today such as PUBG, Fortnite, and Call of Duty Blackout are a simple concept that everyone can grasp, but unlike checkers, which is also a simple concept, there are trillions upon trillions of different possible storylines within one game. I use checkers as a comparison because it seems like a simple game with a limited amount of possible moves, but a checkers game can still play out in an extraordinary number of ways. In theory, checkers has 500 billion possible board positions. To put that in perspective, that's more than 100 times as many board positions as there are grains of sand on all the beaches of the earth. These games tell stories and seemingly have an unlimited number of stories to be told. The opportunity for hilariously funny or wildly unlikely things to happen billions of different ways every single game. Because of these unlimited number of outcomes, it includes the possibility of winning by wits against an opponent that will seemingly outplay you without a doubt. It represents equal opportunity, but with the possibility of luck. That all began with hopelessness, which allows players to express their creativity in ways they cannot in any other game type. Winning matches in CSGO, Rainbow Six Siege, and even games like Halo are largely determined by skill. If you're better than your opponent, you'll win more often than not. With Battle Royale, there are many variables that can affect victory. Loot drops are random, the spawn location is random, the circle that contracts with each stage to restrict playable area is random. This requires players to adapt and inject skill and experience to gain the upper hand. Even still, a veteran to the game can lose to someone that just started out of sheer luck. This creates a level of spectators never before seen in gaming that I'm sure you're aware of. Some would argue that there are games outside the general BR genre that satisfy these things, fulfilling our need for esteem within the game. I would counter by saying that BR games not only reach this block of the pyramid of our basic needs, but fulfill all of them, including morality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, lack of prejudice, and acceptance of facts. In my opinion, the deep grasp that this BR genre has on our most basic needs for humanity, unlike any other style of game, make the level of immersiveness by these games much more great. And while you may not like any of the current renditions of this style, I think very soon there will likely be one that you do like. As humans, we are hardwired for war, and hardwired to die. A game of war that is the ultimate victory of life versus the ultimate loss, which is death, has been happening since the fall of man. Now, we have a style of game that grips our humanity by catering to our basic needs like no other game has been able to do before, and then packages it into a game of life and death that is accessible to almost anyone. There is a story believed to be of Cherokee origin in which a girl is troubled by a reoccurring dream in which two wolves fight viciously. Seeking an explanation, she goes to her grandfather, highly regarded for his wisdom, who explains that there are two forces within each of us struggling for supremacy, one embodying peace and the other war. At this, the girl is even more distressed and asks her grandfather who wins. His answer, the one you feed.